Om Shanti, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome to another Yoga Small Talk, and we continue with 7 minutes Bhagavad Gita a day. We are reading from chapter 6, the Yoga of Meditation, and we have reached verse 46, a very beautiful verse in which Lord Krishna describes the greatness of a yogi. 46. The yogi is thought to be superior to the ascetics and even superior to man of knowledge obtained through the study of scriptures. He is also superior to man of action. Therefore, be thou a yogi, O Arjuna. So, please keep in mind the word superior here is not meant to inflate anybody's ego, because we know that once the ego gets inflated, we fall from yoga. But the Lord Krishna is using here this word to encourage us to engage in actual practice, to seek the actual knowledge, rather to turn the practice into some intellectual exercise or to some self-discipline exercise without having this full perspective of being a yogi. And Swami Shivananda explains that the tapasvi, the one who observes the austerities of speech, mind, and body, this is prescribed in chapter 17. And the jnani, the one who has a knowledge of the scriptures, an indirect knowledge or theoretical knowledge of the self, or the karmi, who is doing the Vedic rituals. So those are the people who were described here. To all these, the yogi is superior, for he has the direct knowledge of the self through intuition or direct cognition through nirvikalpa samadhi. So again, all those can appear to be in a much higher social status. Maybe their financial situation is much better. Anything external that you can think of might be much better with the previous three. But the yogi has, as we said in one of the previous lessons, has the winning card, which is the actual knowledge. All the other groups of people, they are doing things, but they are not having the knowledge of what's actually going on in the world. They do not have the intuitive knowledge about the true nature of the self, the nature of creation, because they are doing other things. So, for instance, they might be very, very well educated. They might know the scriptures by heart. But this knowledge is intellectual. It's not coming from direct realization. It's not experiential knowledge. And in yoga, the experiential knowledge is what matters, because realizing the self is us experiencing this realization. We need to experience. So the realization is not getting more knowledge from the types of knowledge that the world has to offer. Like, okay, now I studied history and geography and mathematics, and now I'll also study physics. No, it's the knowledge of all knowledges, about which it is said, what is that one thing by knowing which everything is known. So this is the knowledge of the nature, the essence of the creation, of existence, of my true nature. This is the highest knowledge. And Lord Krishna here eulogizes it. Again, in response to Arjuna's question, because Arjuna was very, very concerned. I'm practicing and I'm working towards something, and what if I fail? And here Lord Krishna is taking it to the next level. Maybe some people ask themselves, what if I succeed? You know, still this person knows more than I am, this person is more wealthy than I am, and so on and so forth. So what if I succeed? And Lord Krishna again here tells us, by succeeding, you will be superior. Again, this word might sound a little bit tricky to some of you, because in yoga we work on reducing our ego, not giving us a sense of superiority. But here Lord Krishna is telling us things as they actually are. If you want to get the knowledge that goes beyond all knowledge, this is what you need to do. You need to be a yogi. You need to have the ability to connect to intuition, like Swami Shivananda told us. He has direct knowledge of the self through intuition or direct cognition. Through Nirvikalpa Samadhi, you need to be a meditator. You need to reach the goal. Remember, this is the yoga of meditation. You need to reach the goal of meditation. And when you do this, then your gain, what you're getting, is much superior to any gain that you can have from doing things in the world without having intuitive knowledge. For instance, by being a pandita, an intellectual, a scholar, by just doing austerities without having the sadhana, the practice, to reach the highest knowledge, or by just following the ritualistic portion of the Veda, or for our times, or by just going through the day-to-day life, even if we try to be a good member of society. So the yogi goes beyond all those. And again, Lord Krishna is telling this to Arjuna: if you fail, don't worry, you will be born better and better and better and better and better until you realize. And if you succeed, your prize will be the best of the best. And in the last verse, Lord Krishna of this chapter, Lord Krishna takes us to a very, very, very important principle of the practice. And we will see this in the next video. So please join us. Om Shanti.